Hello, everyone. This is the first episode of the Barrera Studio Lounge, formerly known as the Life After High School podcast. We will get into why that's happening, but welcome to the lounge. This place is special. People have told me saying, "Hey, I like how you turned your room into something else," and really, it's a vibe. I don't really see it as a room or a studio. It's really a vibe, really. I really mean that, and you'll understand in my words and what we do in this first episode. Disclaimer: welcome to the lounge, but this, like the previous podcast, we will not speak of it any longer. Little that is probably a no-no.
Yeah.
Powerade. Nice drink though.
Yeah, I couldn't get a. They didn't give me a strong.
Damn, they didn't?
No.
Damn, man. Our first guest is ranting about the Chick-fil-A we have just acquired ourselves. But this podcast will include language, stories, jokes, copyright, music. Viewer discretion is advised. Follow us at Barrera Studio Lounge, all lowercase. New podcast is underway right now. So any clips like before will be posted Mondays and Fridays. But we got to have some podcasts before clips. Isn't that right? We are brought to you by another guest who wants to come on sooner rather than later. Gorilla Mob 817, a good friend who has the BSL stamp. You will understand what I mean by that term in just a second. Our guest, I don't know, my user 002 has been a mainstay almost in the last podcast. We got really acquainted with fighting, lots of fights, music, and many other things in the media. And he is also an owner of the BSL stamp as well. Once I get that underway, anybody who's a previous guest, an original guest, or a trusted person to get on the mic, you will receive this stamp and you are able to enter the lounge. That's how we get this going. Barrera Studio Lounge, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Leroy. How are you?
Caught me in a bad time eating my Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, we got that going right here. That's one of the notes. What are your thoughts on this Chick-fil-A? This is the one from the new one, the Stockyards.
Supposedly the Stockyards.
Supposedly.
It's near it, but not in it. Maybe it's in the area technically, but
It's okay. But what's your thoughts on the Chick-fil-A? The service was pretty fast.
the first time I went to Chick-fil-A was this Wednesday, and it's only been 4 days, or say Saturday. It's only been 3 days.
3 days.
And this is my third time eating Chick-fil-A, bro.
Third time in 3 days?
Well, skip one day. Well, this is the fourth day technically, so. Bro,
you're hooked, right? You hooked, right,
bro. I'm in the honeymoon phase with Chick-fil-A right now.
Damn, man.
It's so good, bro. Underrated. Well, not properly rated.
Properly rated because it is so goddamn good. I have missed doing this. Well, before I munch down anymore and make y'all jealous of what I'm eating, who are we? What is this? My hiatus, the channel update, information, what I have lost and learned. The BSL stamp I did go over briefly, and I'll get into that a little bit. So, channel update. I have rebranded, as you can see. New name, new colors, there'll be a new intro later on, maybe new music for the intros and outros. I mean, I do love the tracks that I was provided, but it was time for a rebrand, and the reason being was I had an incident, and I'm not going to go into it a lot because of legal reasons, and honestly, I don't like talking shit, even though I do like to talk about other things. It's another thing when you put it on the fucking internet and shit. So for like legal reasons, I may say one or two things that may relate to it, but I've lost some sanity in a sense due to the incident. I've lost some of that. I've gained some things, and I've gained just not an awareness, but also a distrust in people, because people are fucked up. I'm just gonna go off and say that because humanity itself just continues to disappoint me, especially in like the state we're in. I mean, we said stockyard, and what do you think stockyard? You think cattle? What state you think? You think Texas? Jesus, man, what are y'all doing? What is this? What is this? What are we doing? Type shit, And it just makes me think, man, like, what a Childish Gambino. I got to strap. What? I got to carry him. What? I got to, I felt, along with the incident, huh?
Betrayed?
Yeah, because I brought someone here, and now, I feel that was a catalyst to what events that transpired and shit, And that makes me think, man, do I have to security check every single person I bring in here? Do I have to do that? Well, now I have to have certain measures for other people and shit, you know? And you know why? It's because someone shit in our coffee. I'm going to
Exactly.
be using that term a lot because it's true. They shit in our fucking coffee. They ruined our fucking fun. So, BSL stamp means, Barrera Studio Lounge means you're a original guest, you're trusted, and everything like that. And you are free and welcome to come into this, environment that I create and try to have on the internet and try to have fun with. It's still a place where all of us can chill and do that, but it won't be for all of us now. There is now inclusivity with this.
That's why it's a lounge.
Yeah. Future episodes will, and that's what another thing I wrote. Future episodes will include some guests. Like if someone new wants to come on, like a friend of a friend wants to come on, actually, and before I would have said hell yes. Like we've actually said it on the podcast, saying, hey, let's do it because it's gonna be funny as fuck if we
That's
do
how
it.
we did it.
Yeah, right. So I mean, a friend of a friend is fine because as long as someone else was here and they're trusted, I would allow that. So that's still gonna happen. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm gonna flat out start saying no.
Just be more cautious.
Yeah, more cautious with people. Like, and that's the thing. If someone wants to affiliate with me from now on, like, if you want an interview, you have to request it from me. If you want an interview, okay, we can do that. That's cool. An interview's cool. Fine. Doesn't mean I have to go anywhere with you or do anything or anything like that. You want an interview? Fine. And then, in plain terms, if that's all you want, get stepping. Get the fuck out.
You've had a few hiccups in this podcast.
Yeah. What do you mean? Hiccups meaning, well, that.
But like sometimes things don't go your way in the podcast, or like it's not as expected as.
Yeah, yeah. Things don't go all to plan. Like originally, we were supposed to have 3 guests, but that just turns into another episode. So that's okay. I learned to adapt and everything. Like that's what this kind of is. And now that we are continuing it in a new fashion, like that's what I have to do. So if any other guest wants an interview or any friend that's like done this before, then yes, you're welcome to it. But if someone else wants to get into it, they have to like not go through trials and tribulations, but they gotta like get to know. They have to be in the know. So, but this also opens up other things like maybe I could have family on here who don't necessarily have to show face or anything. That's another thing. A lot of this will be on my terms, whether it's audio, the way you see it. Like, the way I see it now, this is a privilege. It's a privilege you could see him and me in this fashion. Like, I don't have to do that. But if I wanted to do audio only and just talk a bunch of shit behind a screen, I could. But, I feel that this is more, well, what is it? Intimate with the audience. It's more like they can see me, and I'm trying to
time to set this up.
yeah,
And
talk to them, yeah, or like us talking. So that Chick-fil-A is good. It makes me feel a little bit better through talking what I have to say.
I finished my chicken.
Damn, he smashed it. Leroy smashed the shit.
Not even done. There's still the fries. There's still the nuggets. There's
And
still
then
the brownie.
it's also, we're doing this live right now. Sometimes we may just do a premiere because other people got things to do, or live. Some people can't handle a live, but I like to kind of do it, and I like live because it's like almost one take. Almost, I like to do it in one take, meaning I don't have to edit anything out, and we could just put it all in there. But some people may be more comfortable with recording it that way, instead of having, it's a live show, it's live where people can, interact with you and everything like that.
Maybe like at first you could do a premiere, then if they get more comfortable, just live stream.
That was the plan with another friend, but that never came to fruition. But it's all good. It's all good. This is a mukbang too. You can enjoy me eating this. That's pretty much it. Another thing, due to my incident, was a hashtag I put out on the podcast on the story. I wanted to post it, but I didn't post it. I should have probably to kind of push it, but I'm not gonna push it any more than I have to. But hashtag WTFO. That stands for Watch the Fuck Out. Use this hashtag because what are your thoughts, man? There's so much more fucking gun violence recently in Texas alone, like, and all around the world, or like all around the U.S. The U.S. not well around the world. it's a whole other story. But like, it's right here, right where we are
In our backyard.
in our backyard. If you really want to take it there, like, come on. What is your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
I don't know if it's like happening more frequent or it's being covered a lot more. But obviously a bad thing. The first major one was in Uvalde, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And then there was one in Oklahoma. Something happened in Oklahoma in a hospital. I don't know if it was a hospital, but it was a big one. This doesn't happen in other
And
places.
it's, you know what also sucks? My little,
Yeah.
not little, but like my incident happened the night of the Uvalde shit. So, it's like all that, everybody, it's like people decided to go fucking crazy that day. And a lot of craziness and unjustified bullshit happened,
It's so infuriating.
It is infuriating.
Seeing
It
all of
is.
this happen and
And that's why, like,
nothing being done.
like
about
me,
it.
I just, like, I didn't want to just, that's why I didn't want to get on a mic for, like, a while.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just want to be like, fuck this and fuck this and fuck this. Because I might get a listen out of it, but in the end, what is it really besides me saying, fuck you to that? Even though it's clear that it infuriates me. It's
Like,
clear.
Let things cool down.
Yeah.
Once you're cool down, once you're
once you're like,
just
say what's necessary, probably, because I don't want to say things that are deep that may be unnecessary, because we talk about a lot of bullshit anyway.
oh yeah.
So like there has to be things that are necessary, and there will be things that are unnecessary, but like we don't need to go out of our way to make it unnecessary. But yeah, man, everybody just watch the fuck out, because people are fucking crazy.
Careful out there, bro.
People are dumb. Watch your surroundings. I don't trust people at all. Like, I'm always looking at somebody, and if somebody thinks, oh, he's looking at me crazy. Well, yes, the fuck I am. I am gonna look at you crazy from now on. And if you don't like it, go. Oh well, I feel safer, maybe like taking a second look at you, maybe, But and maybe if you feel okay with having a first look at me, that's fine. But
cautious out there.
But I'd rather you take a double take at me and I take a double take at you, and we're at an understanding. Oh, okay, we're being careful, or it's something else. But that's I don't know what else to say on that, because I've had my own experience, and for legal reasons, I don't want to like be put on blast for something I like to do either, type shit.
Yeah.
So, but it sucks. It sucks. People just need to chill the fuck out. And one of the last negative things I'll cover on here, and the last part of me talking my shit and my rant, if you could call it that, was you hear about the whole Idaho thing, about the people that they found like 30-some people in a U-Haul. Like, I got it pulled up right here, actually.
I've heard of it, but I don't know much detail
Let's
about
see. Got a news article, actually. I got Kendall Triple G. We got that to talk about. But yeah, 31 Patriot Front members found packed in a U-Haul.
That's scary.
And I'll say this. The thing that made me so fucking sick to my stomach seeing those motherfuckers, it looks like the same sorry motherfucker that put a gun in my face. Dressed just like them. All of them with those caps, with like some maybe cargo khaki pants that are made for like comfortable being able to run. Definitely sunglasses and a mask on your face to hide your identity.
Oh, I didn't even know that myself.
Yeah. So when like this happened after. So the reason why I'm talking shit about it is because imagine me, someone looks like that, and that happens with me. Then you see a possible disruption that could have had dire consequences on other people, and they were caught in the act, and they look just like them. I see 20 versions of the same, person. Fuck it.
Like, I wouldn't say it's PTSD, but it's like it's very similar. Where like you see something that
And it just,
like something in you. Like,
it made me sick. It just that's what like all I can describe it. It just made me fucking sick. So literally, I wrote it in my notes to end the thing. Chill the fuck out.
True.
People need to stop.
We could all get along. Easily.
Like we can all get it. Like, I've had a buddy who's like a gun enthusiast, but I feel like kind of going to him and saying, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry, man, but we got to regulate your shit. I know it's yours, but dude, someone's shit in your coffee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Someone shit in your coffee, someone shit in mine, and everybody's ruined the fun for all of us. So I'm sorry, man. We got to regulate if you want to really have an AR-15 or something like
Oh
that,
yeah,
because nobody. That's not necessary.
especially at 18.
That's not necessary. It's not necessary to fucking have. It's not. It's not. Like the logic with that is, what are you hunting with that? What are you hunting? Do you like? Are you gonna find something this big to hunt? Is that what you're gonna do? Like, no, you don't need that. Like some people want to hunt with a bow and arrow. You know, come on, man.
Scary out there right now.
It is.
Cautious, be smart. Know who you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the people that are in charge can't do anything,
If we
at
can't
least
count
take care of yourself. Be smarter.
And here's the thing: if you can't count on the people up top, you can't count on the people around you. You got to really dig deep and find the people who do care around you, and then y'all try to. It's almost like we got to say survive. It's like kind of saying, hey, you know, people used to hunt with a bow and arrow to survive. Here we are, all these years later. We're so advanced, and yet some people feel like we're out here surviving. That's crazy. That's a weird concept to think about. You know, it's crazy.
And you hear it so often out loud.
And you hear it so often. And then it's another thing when it hits like in your backyard, in your state, in your like not necessarily near you, but like man, like it could have just as been you in that situation or someone else in that situation.
That's why it's so important to advocate for others.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't like it for it to happen to you, to the people close to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people educate yourselves. You know,
Educate yourselves, please.
Yeah. Go out and vote if you're able to go out and do it. Register, do all that shit, man. Because I don't know, man. I don't know what else. I don't know. Like,
that's all we can do right now.
or like if they don't fuck it up either, you know, people are saying, oh, there was rigs, there was this, there was that. Like, god damn, I just want to hear something that's, you know, the right thing and what we need to know instead of one side of one thing and another side. See, that's another whole conversation, and I don't want to get into it because that's not what I want. That's not what I'm trying to. Like, see, I can't even trust them. You know,
We're
up
just
there.
trying to chill, bro.
Exactly, but here somebody is. What am I gonna say? Shitting in our coffee, and I'm talking. This is pumpkin spice on October. That long motherfucking line at Starbucks. They're gonna burn that Starbucks down because they want that pumpkin spice, but someone went over the counter and did the.
You just confused a few listeners. And
Yeah, because you know it's fucked up. That's all I can explain it. Because there are people who are horrible, and that's all I can say about them. Because I don't want to give them more time on my platform than they need to be. Because this is my shit. Fuck you.
You own it.
Exactly. So getting into some
Positive
things.
or interesting.
The last time Canelo lost. We talked about that. Those are some clips that are unreleased and shit. That's also kind of crazy that I still have clips from the last podcast. But like, I don't know if they'll ever come out.
Yeah.
But what do you think about this whole Triple G trilogy that's gonna happen now since he lost to Bevel?
He's 40. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's smart if he wins Triple G. Because even if Triple G is 40, you never know about him. He's still almost a top-level boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't know with him. He's still... You saw his last fight. Didn't he knock him TKO?
I think so, yeah. I don't know.
So
I'm enjoying these fights, man, to Google that. But I remember the last time I put a bet on Triple G, he actually knocked the guy out. You know, like, he even in his older age, he's still got this power that's like, you know, that makes him the kind of boxer he is. And he's also very technical.
And yes, that's what I love. That's what made Canelo versus Triple G so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Two very technical boxers. Maybe they both have a little bit of differences with their technique.
Mm-hmm. Are they the same height?
They look the same height, right?
They're the same height, so it's not one of those like,
it's
fights.
a bigger man versus smaller man.
Yeah, the same thing we were thinking or seeing with Canelo. Like, he's trying to fight bigger dudes and all that, or it's better to see an equally contested bout.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's why there's weight divisions and shit. That's the whole point of weight divisions, you know. Mm-hmm. But
I'll watch it. I'll pay for it. It's fun. It's gonna be very fun.
But let me throw this at you. What if there's a scenario where Canelo loses? against Triple G?
Oh, that'll be a very different discussion with him being a top 5 boxer. Like, how do you lose to a 40-year-old Triple G?
Oh shit! Right. When you put it like that, that's true. How would you lose? And then especially defending one of your titles too. This is a defense.
I wouldn't say it's out of. I wouldn't say it's not possible because he just lost his last fight.
Yeah.
Maybe his confidence is down. Or maybe he's training harder. We don't know with Canelo.
We don't know with Canelo. He never really makes it like apparent because as a boxer, I wouldn't want to do that either. Or I'm not saying I'm a boxer, but like as him being a high level profile fighter, like I wouldn't want to let anybody know the moves in my head as well.
It's smart.
It is smart. It is, and I don't know. Do you think this loss deterred Canelo in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, I hope not. I'm not saying it. Canelo has been secret. I know he was upset. Anyone would be upset of a loss.
Mm-hmm. He was pretty shocked actually. So
I don't know if it's true that he thought he won. Maybe he did think he won, but it's like a different thing when you're in the ring.
True. Both that is a constant theme with that. Like both fighters thinking they won, obviously, because it's by the end of the fight because nobody got really knocked out or anything.
Like Canelo was never hurt in the Bivol fight. He was never dazed.
But there was some shots landed. That's what we were mostly like tripping about was the shots being landed on Canelo. Because before he made it seem like, oh, he can't be touched. And now Bivol touched him and proved, hey, I could beat him.
Like imagine before Bivol we were like, oh yeah, Canelo could beat Triple G easily at age 40, but it shows that anyone could be beaten at any given night.
It's a discussion now. It's a matter of watching and knowing and seeing it because we have to wait. I have this pulled up. Do you remember the date of the fight?
Triple G 2?
Canelo Triple G 3.
Oh, it's going to be in September. That's all I know.
Yep.
14th, 16th, 17th?
17th, actually.
Okay, got it right.
Damn. And shit. Here we go again.
I know what that means.
The prediction. If you were to put a prediction down, who do you got? Canelo or Triple G?
Why don't you go first on that prediction?
Oh.
I'm always one of the first ones to give the predictions.
Well.
Now think about this.
I think, because last time I had Triple G, I was against Canelo the last time they fought. And
whoa, what?
Yeah, I wanted Triple G to win.
You know what? That's fair. The first fight, it looked like Triple G edged out Canelo.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, man, that's crazy. So I was like, for once, I want to be, the opposing side. I wanted, because I was a kid and I was like, maybe it would be because...
Your villain arc, bro.
Yeah, the villain arc was kind of developing right there because I saw the way Triple G was fighting like Canelo, like being able to move like that and be able to fight. Especially even when I was a kid and I first saw him fight when I was younger, and they always said that he was like this old dude that's still putting on this, he's still got all this fight in him and he's still going. They've been saying that since forever. Yeah. So I don't know. It's been that long. I'm just gonna go with a safe bet and think Canelo will win by decision.
Yeah, I don't see Triple G getting knocked out.
I don't see Triple G getting knocked out. I do see him getting possibly clipped in this fight. Big time.
Maybe days.
Maybe days, but I'm not seeing a knockout in Triple G.
Triple G has taken some heavy punches from Canelo, and he's like not dazed at all. I was like, wow.
So, see, that's the thing, because it just takes one punch in another fight, and then it's another story.
You think he'll get dazed?
I think he'll be clipped. I don't know about dazed. If Canelo really takes his shot, it may be more than dazed.
Do you think he'll barely beat him by decision, or it'll be a dominating, convincing decision?
I think it'll be a dominating, convincing, because I think Canelo will be kind of different. I think we'll see maybe a difference in this fight.
Oh, yeah. It's been 4 years.
We'll see a difference in this fight. My prediction, we'll see a difference, and Canelo will still barely beat him because they both fought before, and they're both gonna you know take from take the mistakes they made in their previous fights and worked on them, and use them in other fights and other parts of their career, trained maybe differently in the years between
Oh yeah.
fights, and they're two different fighters, maybe since then, but I
But
think Canelo is still gonna pull it out like he did with the second fight. That's my prediction.
hey, you're gonna piss off some viewers with that.
I'm gonna piss off some
because,
viewers, but
because
it's
a lot of
okay.
people think that Triple G still won that second fight.
I mean, I was going for him, but I was proven wrong.
But we both think Canelo won that one. Edged Triple G out in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I think Canelo edged out Triple G in that second one. Barely, but he did.
Barely. I wanted Triple G to win. I wanted him to, but the judges scored in favor of
Canelo.
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
My prediction.
Yes, sir.
8 rounds Canelo, 4 rounds Triple G. It won't be a walk in the park. Never with Triple G.
We're calling the rounds. You're saying he's gonna win 8 rounds?
Yeah, but 4 rounds ain't bad for a 4-year-old Triple G. But I'm not gonna say it's not like I'm saying, oh, he's gonna win 10 rounds and Triple G's only gonna win 1 or 2.
Damn.
I think Canelo's gonna win 8 rounds, Triple G 4. It's not gonna be a dominating performance by Canelo, but it's gonna be a confidence builder for Canelo.
That's gonna be a lit.
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
That is gonna be a good
It's
fight.
gonna be interesting to see a 40-year-old. 40-year-old? He's gonna be 40, right?
I don't know.
A 40-year-old Triple G.
That's true, man. Let me see. Triple G. Brought to you by. I don't know yet. Let's see. Triple G.
Finally finished my Chick-fil-A.
Man, it's smack.
It's
And they were
smack.
quick about it. 40 years old, bro. 40 years old.
Will he still be 40? What if I have?
It was April 8th.
Oh, okay, yeah, barely turned 40.
Man. So, that's crazy. So we both got Canelo winning. You got a more dominating performance. I think a more in-between performance. That's good. And then, Johnny Depp. He won his court case, but at what cost?
But at what cost?
But at what
To
cost?
both of them.
What were your thoughts on this? Because I never really covered it. Or, did we cover it? Or did we talk about it? I don't even remember.
Yeah, we covered it.
Damn. But now that he won,
Oh, this is an iffy topic because it's assault.
yeah.
You can never know definite with assault.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the jury thought that the verdict was right, or whatever they thought was right, I'm gonna stand with the jury for now.
I see.
Amber Heard getting a lot of hate for what happened.
Mm-hmm. She is. And my opinion is, at best, now that it's over, they should just stay the fuck away from each other. Just not be around each other. Even in media, I don't even try to mention one or the other. It's like Voldemort almost. Because, it's better if they just weren't together in the first place, or they didn't have all these problems, and then it had to go to court, and then it blew up so much in the media, and then there are people taking sides. There are people, looking at this like they're their fucking lawyers and shit, and, I don't know. It'd be better if, I probably just didn't know, and it'd be better if they were just, left alone.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I know,
Well, I think Johnny Depp is doing a good job of that. I don't think he ever stared at Amber Heard during the whole case. He was just in his zone,
in his own,
with his lawyers.
Mm-hmm. And I know, Amber Heard's probably done some things. Johnny Depp, goddamn, he's done probably every drug under the sun.
Oh yeah,
probably.
Johnny Depp isn't perfect.
Yeah, he's not perfect. Neither of them are. Neither.
I don't like where it's Johnny Depp is he's an angel. He couldn't do anything wrong. But I don't think I don't know.
Nah, man.
He's not a saint, but he's not. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how the glorification of Johnny Depp,
how far it goes. The glorification, it goes real far. Because there is a sense of glorification. Because he's a celebrity, but at the same time, you have to realize he's human.
Oh yeah.
right? And so you have to think about that, but at the same time, there are people who think about it a little too much and
On a
put
pedestal.
him or whoever on a pedestal, and then that's where like not really your mind, but like that's where like you kind of go off and think, oh, they're not human, they're something more.
Yeah. So it was an interesting case. Even the lawyers turned into like their mini celebrities.
Oh yeah, because
I
it's a big name, the big names, and their firm or wherever they are, man, paid, paid.
oh yeah.
Man, how much money they both sunk into lawyer fees, man. Let's put a number on that. Let's not say how much either lost to whoever. How much did they lose to their lawyers? You know?
Oh yeah. Especially Amber Heard. I think they talked to Amber Heard's lawyer and asked her, "Does Amber Heard have the money to pay off Johnny Depp?" And she was like, "No, definitely not.
No?
No."
No money?
She said, "No money.
No funds?
No
None,
funds."
none in the pocket?
She
Under your
said.
shoe? Under your batch?
She said no. She didn't have the money
She don't
to.
got some secret fucking underwater safe in Aquaman 2 or some shit? Some Atlantis type shit? She don't got nothing?
Gotta start more movies, but it's gonna be hard from now
Oh,
on.
God, right. Ugh.
I got a point, don't I?
Yes, you fucking do. And shit, man.
But for Johnny Depp, I don't think it was for the money. It was more of a like, let me get my name cleared to the in the public.
On God, man. And speaking about fucking act, like, man, your point was so strong right there that I gotta play this one, man.
That's
Fucking,
live.
I swear, because that is.
That's
They gotta
live.
pay all that fucking money.
And then I heard the lawyer for Johnny Depp got promoted.
Really?
Yeah, so dub for her.
Dub.
She was just an associate.
Mm-hmm.
And they hear like dating rumors over Johnny Depp and his lawyer.
And the lawyer, oh, he's trying to get it in with the fucking lawyer?
Oh, I'm not saying, but like
Oh,
there was rumors,
but-
the way the body language was.
Oh my God. See,
Like
here,
people, you know how people analyze things.
See, the other week I was talking shit with a friend, and I was saying, man, if I was Johnny Depp, and this is me, this is coming from me before the trial ended and shit, I wanted to say, well, if I was Johnny Depp, this is what I would have told myself. I would have said, I'm Johnny fucking Depp. I don't have to deal with this fucking crazy person who's like allegedly done whatever to me and I whatever with her. Like, do I have to deal with this anymore? No! I can have any other fucking woman, man, whatever in the world. I'm Johnny
Exactly.
fucking Depp. Like, God, man, you saw how many people, like, glorified him and said, man, free Captain Jack Sparrow and shit. Like, God damn, they said, hey, free Aquaman's wife.
Man, why?
I don't know. I didn't watch the damn movie, you know?
Me too.
So, like, come for me if you want to. Like, Jason Momoa, big up to him, man. Like, Jason Momoa is a cool fucking dude. And I enjoyed him in Justice League. I enjoyed him. And I'm glad Aquaman was able to get his full-length movie. And I saw parts of it. It was cool. Looked very nice. A standout, almost like Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it on that level. Even though I have not fucking seen it. You know, I'll give him props. I'll give him props for his due.
Honestly, I didn't know much about Johnny Depp before this case.
Really?
Did you know much about him?
I knew him actor-wise. Like, you would think I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I really didn't. I just, I played a game at best.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed him in Donnie Brasco. Donnie Brasco was one of my favorites from him because he had Al Pacino. He was with Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
Then my brother put me onto a movie called Blow, and it's so fucking good. He plays George Jung. Ray Liotta is in it, man, and oh my God.
Okay, you've seen your fair share of Johnny Depp content.
Yes, and that's another thing we're getting into. Ray Liotta, rest in peace. A day after my little thing, I'm gonna just say it from now on because that's what I feel comfortable with saying. He passed away in his sleep. The actor. Do you know who Ray Liotta is?
Oh, not much.
Oh man, let me show you. Have you seen a movie called Goodfellas?
I've heard.
Or let's see. You've obviously played GTA Vice City.
Oh yeah.
Let's see this.
Oh, I've seen this, man. I know.
Yeah, Ray Liotta, man. Let's see.
You look pretty old. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll let this play, man. But like, damn, man. Like I was dealing with my own shit at this moment when I got the news about him, and I couldn't really have a reaction. But like, damn, I realized how much this guy was in my childhood because one, I watched this movie, and then he was also in Blow with Johnny Depp as well. And then I didn't really get into a lot of his movies or the shows, but he played he played Tommy Vercetti in Vice City.
Pretty
So
cool.
like I played as this character he portrayed in this game for so long, like you forget that all the little quotes and everything he said was him.
Did GTA say something about this or not?
Yeah, they posted about it. They posted the art of Tommy Vercetti saying "Rest in peace" to
Oh,
the voice actor of Tommy Vercetti, Ray Liotta. And then it's so sad because I watched the Sopranos prequel, The Many Saints of Newark, and he had a double role in that movie. So, and I enjoyed him in that movie as well. That was amazing. It's crazy. And right quick, while that scene goes on and on and on, let's talk about this right quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, a peek into next week's episode. Yes, we got an episode next week, and I am back on this in the Barrera Studio Lounge. Who are we having? We are having Ornelas Productions. Alfredo comes back. He has the BSL stamp because he was in an episode over a year ago, or almost more than a year ago. And I think it was episode 39, The Journey. That was what it was called. And we talked about some things. We wanted to recap on some things, such as the Batman. We're definitely going to talk about Ray Liotta and other actors we wanted to get into. But he said, "Hey, man, are you free?" And I said, "Hell yeah, man, let's do this." And kind of jump-started me getting back into it. So we got the first episode recording right now, and we are back into it. See you later.
I love
So,
that. I love that.
yeah, hell yeah. So, we are recapping UFC 275. It was the most recent UFC event that happened, and holy shit, Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jacek 2. Let's look at these highlights right quick. Fuck that.
I don't think that was an ad.
That was not an ad. Someone
Yeah.
was just had a horrible edit on how to play that, play the fight, because it only ended in the first or second round. So, remember that free fight I sent you?
Yes.
This was the second one.
I remember. I watched that fight.
God damn.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about the first fight and how I felt about it, but I didn't watch it.
You watched it, and how'd you feel about that one?
I don't see much women division fights, but it was decent.
Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jacek. The first one was fucking great. The one badass fight before the pandemic really struck, and this was the second bout.
What flag is that? Poland?
I don't know offhand. What the heck is this? What is this?
Hey, you gotta remember, this is the UFC. They're gonna copy strike everything.
They're gonna copyright everything. Give me the knockout. Give me the knockout, bro. It's the same one. I think it was this one. Oh!
She slipped.
Slipped that one with a kick. Whew.
Oh,
Man, they were going into it. I hate how you can't see the rounds in this video we got right here.
Hey, it's something.
It's something. Got a takedown on her. Wow. Zhang Weili with a takedown on Joanna Jacek. I didn't get to see this fight, but it was a very, very good card, man. Very, very. I was really hoping to sit down and watch this fight, but I just didn't.
What
do
weight
it.
division was this?
Strawweight.
Ah, okay. So they're like in the 120s or something?
Mm-hmm. Damn, those strikes.
Oh, those elbows.
Man, they picked up right where they left off. That's so exciting. Man. Just throwing blow after blow.
Oh, wow. What a catch.
I wish we could like show, but like just copyright.
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't be able to watch the whole podcast at all. But thank you guys if anybody's listening and watching and hear me chew on ice and shit. We're watching such a badass fight. You want a J-Check versus Zhang Weili 2 and a strawweight UFC bout.
Did you watch the fight or the?
Bam! Right there, spinning back fist. You see that?
Oh yeah, I did watch that knockout. I did watch it.
They had it right at the very end.
It was spreading everywhere. It wasn't the first one, right?
Man, no, this was the second one.
Yeah, this was.
And
no,
not even a title was on the line.
No, I mean like the spinning knockout thing. Because I heard like, oh, this is the first or second, third, fourth, fifth.
Damn. Oh, right. Like a spinning back fist knockout.
Yeah.
Is what you meant. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I think it is. And for that to happen in the women's division, the strawweight division, fuck, man. Zhang Weili deserves a title shot. And then, at the same time, we have, what was this, 275, I believe, UFC 275. We had, no, 74, my bad. We had, oh, no. I was wrong. I lied. The highlights of the light heavyweight fight. Glover Texti, I don't want to butcher these names.
I think that's Teixeira.
Yeah, he won the light heavyweight title, and he's like 40, bro. And then this was his first title defense. And this was a crazy fucking fight. Crazy. The ending is wild. And this is so crazy, but I do want to show you this ending. Because he was piecing him up. He was piecing him up right here. And he went for a guillotine, but lost it.
That's risky.
And then he lost it, pulled guard.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's just defending him. Oh, what? Did he use the cage?
He used the choke. He tapped him out right here. Look. So
I know how uncomfortable that feels.
And we had a new light heavyweight champion. And then going on to the next one, UFC 276. That card includes Israel Adesanya defending the middleweight title yet again. I am super fucking excited for it, man. Israel, I got him always. And he's going to get up against Jared Cannonier, who has been climbing the middleweight division, which is pretty great. We also have Alexander Volkanovski, Holloway 3, their third fight.
Oh, yeah, trilogy.
We got Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira in the middleweight division. And apparently, I think whoever wins that fight is next in line for a shot. Sean Strickland is a fucking brawler. So holy shit.
I like how you have to earn the fights.
We got Lauren Murphy, Misha Tate in the women's flyweight division. And we get to see Sugar Sean O'Malley in action versus Pedro Munoz in the bantamweight division. Fucking awesome. Saturday, July 2nd. That's going to be a fire card. But another thing, some things that we could talk about, and it's the wrestling portion finally, because
we're going to want to talk about something else. Well, we could talk about both things.
We could talk about a lot of things, but one of the things I wanted to warm our other guest Ray, shout out Ray, up to was one scenario that caught my eye that like recently had more buzz was Sasha Banks was released from WWE. And do you know about the whole situation with that one?
Yeah, they didn't want to.
They no-showed.
Yeah, they no-showed.
Yeah, they no-showed Raw. They were in the main event, and it was like another like something with the Raw Women's Championship. It had nothing to do with the tag titles or anything like that. And I think their reasoning was they left because there was they felt their characters and that weren't going anywhere. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, what's the point of being tag champions? We're women's tag champions, and we're not really doing much at all. And to be fair, I watch WWE as casually as I can. Like, me, I watch AEW.
Yeah,
I try to watch
AEW guy.
Yeah, I try to watch him more. But with WWE, I like the women's tag belts. I love the idea. I love
it, too.
I love the idea of the women, any women's division having a tag division as well within it.
Yeah, it was just Divas division before.
And then WWE has so many women to make up a tag division.
Yeah.
So why not? And I love the designs of the belts. I like them. They look different. Thank God. Right? And from memory, I wasn't really seeing much, even though it was belts I liked. I liked how a women's division could also have a tag division. I love the idea, but I wasn't seeing so much with that. Now, for such a long time, Impact has had the Knockouts tag team
Yeah.
titles. Like, what the hell? So, like, why isn't I
WWE.
exactly? So that's why when they felt their characters weren't going nowhere, they just left the
No
belts
showed.
there and no showed. So
But like, I remember there was a bunch of storylines. There's been a bunch of storylines where like, oh, I'm gonna leave the company with the titles,
yeah,
and it's now reality where like
yeah,
they left.
they
But
left and now they're thinking, well, what the hell do we do? Well, they kept the show going as
but
always.
but how did they do that?
They did that by just changing up the main event. They weren't
Oh yeah,
there.
but like, what is it? What are they gonna do with the titles?
They haven't done shit with them. That's another thing.
That's awkward.
They kept the show going, what they had planned, but now you're out two tag titles. You're out the women's tag champions, and they said they were going to do a tournament. I haven't seen nothing about that.
But they're gonna have to do a storyline. They can't just be like,
Yeah,
oh, they no showed.
yeah, they have to. Well, they mentioned it briefly. Well, let me see.
It's not gonna be easy.
No, it's not. It's not easy at all. Sasha Banks mentioned on WWE.
But they did. WWE did. WWE made a statement, right?
Yeah, they made a statement. I wonder what. That's what I tried to look up. Like I probably should have just said statement, but it's because they said it online. There we go. Oh yeah, we love all the WWE ads. I mean, I love all the ads. I love it when a wrestler is able to give in a little bit of time for a TV spot and they're able to make do with their own.
Oh, was that Cody Rhodes?
Hell yeah, it was. Let's see. Let's see what Michael Cole is saying. Mm. Neither of them were gonna win. So like, what's the kind of the point of them being there besides making a 6-pack challenge? Look at
That's bold.
look at Pat McAfee. His reactions.
He's being careful, bro.
He's being real careful, but he's also reacting. Mm.
I think. Do you think this was like him finding out? Nah, I doubt it.
Mm.
But like, I was surprised by the words they chose. Like, oh, they disappointed us.
Well, he found out right there, but it was being mentioned on live TV. So the way that works is they're in the back, in the headset and whatever, telling them what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So I'm pretty sure that's Pat McAfee reacting to, oh, my Cole is getting what to say, and oh shit, this is what we're doing. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like you said, I would have reacted the same way when those words were used. Like, they was pretty bold, and then they're announcing on live TV, hey, this is what we're gonna do. So
like, well, like they disappointed us. Like the wording was very interesting.
very, very interesting. But what are your thoughts on that? Some people were thinking they're unprofessional, but then at the same time, it makes sense if they don't have nothing for them. They don't have nothing for them, but at the same time, they're still champs. They're still employed. We're not really employed. They're private contractors. They're still there in WWE. So like, what's your take on that?
Oh, I could easily say an opinion, but like I could imagine them being on the grind for years and years and years to get to this point in your career, and like you feel like, oh, is this where like peak? Is this like, are they gonna forget about me? Because it has happened with a bunch of superstars where they're at the pinnacle of the WWE and then they change something around and then they're just like another superstar in the roster.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know. It's easy for me to say this or that, but like I kind of understand where they're coming from, but it was bold.
I understand where they're coming from too. I understand it, and now I don't know about Naomi, but everybody's making news that Sasha's released. And what I think is going to happen is after 90 days, we're going to see her somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's AEW or Ring of Honor or I don't know.
That's gonna be pretty.
TNA. She can go wherever.
But what do you think that AEW would like to have him there after what they did to WWE? That's always like
that's
an afterthought.
That's an afterthought too. That would have to be up to Tony Khan. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan has thought of that already too.
Like, oh, are we really gonna contract these superstars that left the WWE straight up no
Mm-hmm.
showed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are we gonna take that risk with our company, or
Mm-hmm.
do you think our roster is strong enough and we don't need them? But I don't know. Any AEW will take anything to give a blow to WWE. Like, like
I think so.
the AEW would
Well,
I don't know. Like, with them having CM Punk, that was a blow to
you know
WWE.
that's a blow because, well, a lot of their like unsigned or any talent that came from WWE to AEW, they were not under contract no longer. They like were either released or they left the
But like
company.
with CM Punk, Danny Bryan, they had their send offs, their proper. Well,
CM Punk, nah.
nah, but
Brian,
at
he
least
got his time.
yeah, but like at least CM Punk didn't like no show.
Mm.
He came to perform, and once the contract was over, sayonara.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know if AEW will risk having people that no show
Yeah.
WWE.
And then the only no-show they had was MJF, right? But that was like part of a story a little
Yeah.
bit. And then I don't know what's his story now, but he's playing the part real fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of AEW, what is your whole take? Like CM Punk finally, after a decade, became champion, beat Hangman Adam Page at Double or Nothing for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. First off, what is your thought on CM Punk winning after all this time?
I've heard some backlash. I've seen some backlash online on that decision.
Mm.
They were like, "Oh, you didn't what you said on WWE. It wasn't true. You're now the superstar." And was it really about like giving the little guy a shot, or
Or you right?
was it just for you?
Mm.
So I've seen some backlash on it.
Mm.
I don't know if AEW fans enjoy it. Go for it. If
I
they
enjoy
think
it.
Yeah, a lot of people are enjoying it, but I've seen the backlash.
See, I don't understand the backlash because we wanted him to be pushed as a good champion. Like that's the thing that anybody who's behind CM Punk, that's what they wanted for him.
And
now
they paid good money for him.
And they waited a long fucking time too.
Maybe a good decision. Give like the tension. Like when is it gonna happen?
Yeah, and they did it. They didn't like hot shot him. He had good matches. Like he became a marquee in AEW because of the matches he had, like Darby Allin at All Out or against Eddie Kingston, Revolution. Like these are pay-per-view matches where he's on the card, not fighting for a title, but like he's like on the card.
You think he did his dues?
I think he did his dues. Like I thought he was gonna lose. Like to be fair, I thought he was gonna lose. Like if I made a prediction that night, I would have thought Hangman would have won, but they did. See, I analyzed it later with my brother, and we were like, man, like he could have did more with the lariat because it was like he like kind of let him in, and then it was a GTS, you know. So there was that, but like I thought Hangman was gonna, you know, continue the reign, like still have it, but at the same time, it felt right to like it could have gone either way, and they went Punk's way, and I enjoyed it too. And now he's injured. He's on injury right now. Yeah. So he announced, like, after a match he had on Dynamite, he had an awesome tag match with FTR. And then he comes on Dynamite.
I don't know. That's funny. I don't know. I find that funny.
He gets an injury after becoming champion, right?
It's like all this tension built up, like, over a decade. Well, not over a decade. A decade?
Oh, near. Nah.
Around a decade. And just for him to get injured. I don't know. I just, like, you telling me that, I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That didn't work out for AEW.
No, that fucking didn't. But the fact that it didn't work out, they created a whole other storyline for an interim AEW World Champion. Okay. And at the same time, they already had, before Punk's injury, they had Forbidden Door, which was, you know, the hybrid event they're going to do with AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, that's cool. I've heard of that.
And I think I've seen the card already. Like, if I'm not mistaken, they showed it last night on the broadcast. I don't know if I saved it. I probably should have. But the card includes an interim AEW World Championship match with Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And then you got Cody. Let me see.
We're going to say Cody Rhodes.
No. I was going to say Kota Ibushi, but I know that's wrong. Forbidden Door card. The Road Rager. They announced it last night. Let's see. Hiroshi Tanahashi. Yes, that's who he's facing. And then let's see. There's gonna be an IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. The most prized possession in New Japan.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Jay White, he won the belt against Okada because Hangman, after losing to CM Punk, he called out Okada, saying,
cool.
I want the New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That's not the only belt in pro wrestling, AEW. I want that one. Then Jay White beats him, who's the leader of Bullet Club, and everybody is kind of strained or has like some remnants of Bullet Club, like Hangman, he was part of Bullet Club. Yeah. Cody, he was part of Bullet. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, even though they're in WWE, they were Bullet Club. So the fact that Bullet Club is still alive and kicking and is like almost like a facet to this like bigger thing is fucking amazing. But Jay White, it's to be announced who he's gonna face. It was either Hangman or he's like, Adam Cole, I'm not gonna face you either, man. It's not Undisputed Era Bullet Club. I make the decision.
This thing with two promotions, I find it interesting.
It's very interesting because you get to mix two different things.
Oh yeah,
and it works so well. And then the man who walked through the forbidden door, Will Ospreay, one of the mainstays in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He won the IWGP United States title, and he's defending it against Orange Cassidy. Damn, that's going to be badass. Then we got the AEW Women's World title, Thunder Rosa. I enjoyed her. And then Toni Storm, I got to watch her wrestle as well.
This going to be a pay-per-view or what?
Yeah, it's going to be a pay-per-view. This is going to be the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And then let me show you the new, or I can show you on the big screen, because that would be better. There is going to be a fatal four-way for the AEW All-Atlantic Championship.
Automatic championship.
You love it. You love to see YouTube mess up so hard. But yes, the All-Atlantic Championship is a new belt that they created.
Gotta love the Automatic Championship.
You gotta love the Automatic. That should be a new belt now. The Automatic Championship. What is he champion of? The Automatic Shifter. He knows how to drive an automatic perfectly. But check this out.
Wasn't the middle one the commentator for WWE at some point?
Jim Ross, yes.
Wow, that's very cool. The inclusion of the Japan, Canada, United States, United Kingdom. What's the one on the China? China, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's China and Mexico. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Look at that, man. Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful belt. Beautiful. And the side plate.
Oh, he said very beautiful.
Yeah, the ending side plate, the one that we didn't really get to see, the end plate is Kenny Omega's move, the one-winged angel where he's like, he holds him down right here, his sitting on his shoulders almost, he brings him down on his head, hooks one leg so he can pin him at the same time. That's awesome. So that's going to happen as well. And they've had a little tournament going on right now. They're going to do a fatal four-way right now. It's, let's see, the winner of Malachi Black, Penta Oscuro. We got Pac in there, who is Aaron Neville or Adrian Neville in WWE. We got Miro, who is Rusev. And then the New Japan tournament winner. So there's going to be a guy from New Japan in the fatal four-way. We got Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino.
That's cool.
Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre, teased by latter recent promo, but not confirmed. Oh, okay. So that's going to be badass. It's a lot of mixture in it. What's your whole take on, well, first off, the hybrid event. What's your whole take on New Japan and AEW coming together for this?
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. You gotta love it. What's your thought?
What is there to hate about it?
I know,
you
right?
See talent that you've never seen before. People from Japan get to see the AEW stars.
Yeah.
People from here get to see what is it called? New Japan?
New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And
different styles, I imagine.
Exactly, too. Different styles, different matches we can see. And then, what's your thought on this belt? This belt right here, man.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful fucking belt, man. It kind of reminds me of the women's world title, like, because it's very thick, like that. The middle plate is very big, and then the side plates are kind of shaved off, but like they still have almost the same size as the middle plate, which is fucking amazing. I mean, this is what the world title looks like, but then that's the All Atlantic Championship, So It's better that they come up with better, like, not better names, but I like it a little more. Like Intercontinental is such a good name to have, for WWE. The Intercontinental title, All Atlantic Championship means is good as well. An interesting one that I like is the WWE or the NXT North American title. It's like all of North America, and it's all like a red strap or maroon strap. Like fucking awesome, man.
Our colors, bro. School colors.
And then, what do you think of AEW working around CM Punk's injury to crown an interim world champion?
It's smart.
It's smart, right? And then it leads up to the match between CM Punk and whoever wins. And do you think CM Punk should stay champion?
Yeah.
Even
they did all this build up. What? And that would be a cool story. Oh, CM Punk injury, and he still retains the title.
He still retains the title even after missing the Japan hybrid show, but it still was champion despite that. That's fucking amazing, man. And the last thing was
racing.
Racing.
Yeah.
No, not. That wasn't it, but yeah, tell me about the races. I forget. It was one of the things you wanted to cover. Your guy, your boy won.
6 years, bro.
6 years.
I was a freshman in high school when he started his career in the highest level because my old driver retired early, so he unexpectedly.
So what was the name of your driver yet again? Tell us.
Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez.
The only international racer in NASCAR right now.
Fuck yeah! And when did he win this race?
Wait, where?
When?
Oh, last Sunday. He won in Sonoma, California. A lot of his fans were there because it's California.
Damn.
And they said there's this section devoted to him, and you see the fans jumping higher and higher every lap.
Damn. And he was whipping them?
What? Oh yeah, he won by a good margin.
God damn, real?
Yeah, and it was so beautiful. It was a good performance.
I'm pretty sure you felt great whenever you saw that margin widen and you saw him approaching first place.
Good restarts. Like the moment, like I had goosebumps when it happened because like you wait for so long, and when you win, you also go to the playoffs.
Ooh.
So now you're a playoff caliber driver.
Damn.
So, la selección mexicana. You know what's la selección?
What?
You know what's La Selección Mexicana?
No.
It's the soccer team for Mexico for the FIFA World Cup. They congratulated him.
Damn.
Pitbull congratulated him because he's the owner of the team.
Damn. And then the World Cup, it's going to be here.
Oh, yeah. Well, in 2026.
In 2026.
The F1 Mexican driver, Sergio Perez, congratulated him. A lot of people congratulated him. It was like news in Mexico when he won. So.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And after 6 years, man.
Yeah, it's like he's one of the more likable drivers. Everyone likes him. No one dislikes him.
Is there any drivers that people dislike?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There are people definitely drivers that people dislike.
And what are these reasons? What are, like, offhand, what are some of these reasons?
Aggressive driving style.
Really?
Or, yeah, you think it's racing. What do you mean there's aggressive driving styles?
Shit, yeah.
Or, like, you bump people, or, like, you touch them up, rough them up.
Damn.
Or, like, something happens, you get mad at someone else. And then your
favorite
driver.
And your dude, he don't do none of that?
He's gotten into a few scuffles, but, like, drivers that no one likes.
Oh, I see.
So, like, but he's very likable. He's considered an underdog.
Fuck yeah. You love an underdog story. You gotta love it.
Spanish commentary. That was a cool Spanish commentary version of his win. It was a feel-good story.
It is a feel-good story.
So, yeah, 6 years.
6 years.
Finally did it, bro.
In the making.
I yelled, bro. I was like, hell yeah, bro. That's all I want to talk about. Shout out to my driver.
Shout out.
I met him. And then when me and my dad talked to him for a bit. And then my dad was like, you're going to win a race this year.
Hell yeah.
He told him, and then he did. Because he was strong. He's had race-winning speed, just that he hasn't been able to complete the job because, there's something bad happened on pit road, or something broke.
Yeah.
Or something he did on himself. So, yeah.
Damn, man. That's fucking awesome. And one of the last things was, it's finally goodbye to the life after high school. After all this time, 53 episodes, and we're back at number 1.
And it's an honor being the first one.
Yeah, it's honor. Thank you so much for being here. Had to drop high school out of it because, well, one, been a couple years now.
It's been a couple years.
And it's good to let that name like finally go.
Yeah, it had to happen eventually.
It had to have been eventually. But then,
like, imagine being 60 old, a life after
Yeah.
bro, it happened like 40 years ago, bro.
exactly, right? And then like people get mad at that when it's like at 5 years, and what's it been for me, like 3 years? So like it would have died off in like a couple more years time.
What was your graduation year? 2018?
2019.
Oh,
So like
2019,
so
okay.
yeah.
So for
like,
you it's been 3 years. For me it's been 2 years.
So like it would have been just a couple more years before the name really was like in the ground already,
Yeah.
type shit. But like also had to drop it because it took someone from high school to put me in a bad situation. So it takes more to be here. It takes like, because this is what I love to do, and people who are allowed in this space are allowed because they don't wish harm, they don't do nothing bad, and we're all in this for fun.
We're all chilling.
So someone shits on our coffee. Oh well, dump that motherfucker out. Let's make some more. Fuck it.
It was cool how we met. It was like, oh, you want to do a podcast?
Yeah.
Sure, bet. Let's do it.
Exactly, and it was that easy.
It should be that easy.
It should be, but like people decide to make it more complicated and shit. Well, that is all.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Thank you for being a part of the first one. I think we may have a second one tomorrow with other guests.
It was supposed to be today with him.
It's supposed to be today, but that means I just don't have to put up all my stuff yet. So
you can have a lot
follow
of content.
him, mate. Follow I don't know, my user 007 if you want to. The BSL stamp you have to be here. Brought to you by Gorilla Mob. He has the BSL stamp. I didn't put that down for him, but he does because he is an original member. If you remember the episode, Who is Chonchito? That was his lone episode. He was on the Mania After Mania. Man, like he's been here before, man. You got to know him. If you didn't know him, now you do. Follow us at Barrera Studio Lounge. New podcast is still loading. The first episode is wrapping right now, ladies and gentlemen. Disclaimer, I said some things. I don't like to say certain things, especially on the internet, but some things need to be said, some things need to be heard, and I just like to talk a little bit. So, that being said, I hope you have liked the lounge. Welcome to it. This is what we're doing from now on. I'll see you all later.
Peace.
Peace.